What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Trevy Trev, and I'm up early this Saturday morning. I'm up early because, I wanted to get my morning work, not work, but, morning walk in because, I got to go into work early today because, basically I got like a new position because a lot of people within the welding company, the painting company that I work for, a lot of them are quitting or walking away or resigning from their positions because they're not being treated fairly. So basically I got promoted to a new position, even though I'm fairly new myself, because basically people are leaving. People are unhappy with the status quo. They're unhappy with being paid low, and they're unhappy with being paid their not less than their worth, because it's like you can't expect people to survive off of nothing. You can't expect people to give you undefined loyalty when you give them nothing in return. And people are starting to learn that in the business world and in the workforce, because people just don't care anymore. They don't care anymore. They don't want to be responsible, and they don't want to do their job correctly, and they just want to pass the weight of their responsibility to others. And basically that's what I wanted to talk about in today's video, is basically the weight of responsibility and how you all should handle that, and how you guys should adapt to situations instead of just quitting or running away or just going places without a solution. Because I'm just going to give my personal experience about the topic. I don't blame these people for leaving, because these companies, they be on the bullshit. They be on the bullshit. And y'all saw in my businessman vlog how I felt the same way a couple of months ago, because my previous job did that nonsense to me. And now here I am at another company and they're doing the same thing. So I think it's my theory about these businesses and these companies and how the world's going. I think that's basically going to be the new status quo. And I think AI technology is also going to take over. But me, I'm just biding my time. I don't plan on being a painter or a welder for life, but it's a good skill that I'm bringing to the table. But, I just wanted to talk about the weight of responsibility, because recently, after I found out about this like a week or so ago, I was watching Game of Thrones, and I was basically listening to the king, who was the king during season 1, Robert Baratheon. I was listening to him talk about the weight of his responsibilities and how he adapted to them, because Robert, he was never meant to be the king. He won the crown through conquest, and he was more of a warrior, more of a fighter, not necessarily a leadership kind of king kind of guy, but he adapted to the challenge by learning and applying himself and putting himself in positions and around people that could teach him how to lead. And he kind of did that stuff, and that's probably what I'm going to do in this position, because I don't know how I'm going to handle this responsibility and the weight of this responsibility, because I'm going to say it like this: I'm the newbie still. I'm not as good as everybody else, but I'm going to try to do my best, and I'm not going to run away from the grind, because that's not what I do. I don't run away from the grind. I don't care if things are difficult. The only time I'll leave something or just not do it or give up is if I'm being treated less than my worth. And here, I'm just going to play it by ear. I got some things going on behind the scenes, but I think you all could learn from me and basically say, yo, if something is put on my shoulders, if a burden is put on my shoulders, I should rise to the challenge. I should put in the work, and I should not care what other people do and say, and I should follow my own kind of code and heart, because you never know where it could lead. Because who knows, I could turn into the best leader they ever had, but I would never know if I never put in that work, and if I never took the opportunity that was given to me. So I want you guys to basically, if you're going through something in your life, learn how to handle the responsibility as opposed to just giving up and, running away. Because a lot of people, they want things now, but sometimes you got to delay your gratification for the end goal. You have to delay your gratification to win at the end. And, you'll never know what you get on the other side unless you put work in, and then you find out what's on the other side. So that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to play it by ear, even though I am a little bit frustrated how things are going with the job market, and I'm looking to go into a different field. But, it takes a process. It takes time to do things. I can't just rush into things. But it's still very, very frustrating to deal with. And, you just got to kind of deal with the weight of responsibility, because if nobody's responsible, things will just fall apart. And you're starting to see that a lot in the world, because a lot of people don't ever want to take accountability for everything. They just want to take the money and go, or take the opportunity and go. They don't give a fuck about what they leave around society, because it's like somebody else will do it. Why has it got to be me? Why do I have to take the responsibility? It's because you're the leader. You're the king in this sense. You have to be the leader. Good or bad, you have to take the fall, because you're the leader. You're the leader, and it and it pays the cost to do the boss and to be the boss. And I've learned that a lot in my life because I've been around a lot of strong masculine figures that showed me, like, yo, if you want this, you got to do this, you got to do this, and there's levels to this, and you know, you got to add your own spin. And there's a lot of leadership tidbits that I've learned from people just by being around them or just by having a conversation. And you know, that's just helped me deal with responsibility a little bit better, because you know, a lot of people, they can't handle the responsibility, but they're put into these roles because of nepotism. They're put into roles because they know someone, or they're put into roles just because they're liked or because of their looks. But you know, you got to be the type of person that is actually qualified to do what you're supposed to do and handle the responsibilities that you have, because you never want to be exposed as a fraud. There's a lot of people in today's society, they're exposed as a fraud and they just sit there and accept it. And me, I could never do it, because I don't ever want to be exposed as a fraud. If I'm not good, I'll keep it real and I'll tell you I'm not good and I got some work to do. But you know, you never want to be exposed as a fraud, because look at the Grizzlies. Like, I'm not even trying to roast the Grizzlies because this is not really a basketball video, but they thought they were hot shit in the regular season, and then LeBron exposed them for the frauds they are. Like, they're not good. You know, they're not a playoff worthy team. They got smacked by a 7 seed, and now look at them. They're at home or in Cancun. And you know, I'm not the person who's going to go to Cancun. I want to be there celebrating the championship and winning the championship. And you know, that all starts with responsible actions and responsible play, and just me doing what I had to do to get to where I need to be. So, you know, I'm going to take this new assistant leadership position with pride, and I'm going to try to do my best as a painter and a welder. And I think you guys should too in your life, whatever you're responsible for, because you never want to run away from the grind. But anyway, that's my video for today. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm about to get dressed and go to work, because you know, I got up early because I was a little bit stressed out. So I just wanted to make this video to discuss that and how you guys should handle the weight of responsibility. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me some things that you guys are responsible for in your life. And thank you guys.